What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Nerd Lounge 2.0. My name is Austin. This is my beautiful, awesome, perfect, great wife, Ray.
Forgot amazing.
And amazing. Can't forget amazing. We are your friendly neighborhood movie review watch couple, movies and shows. And this week, we spent a lot of money watching movies because we're trying to stay current and relevant, and we got to watch current movies. So we watched a bunch of movies on Amazon Prime that was out. We went and saw The Amateur in theaters. We saw Minecraft in theaters. Took the kids to see that movie. So we probably spent somewhere in the ballpark of like $789 watching movies. So don't say we never did nothing for you guys, because this episode costs us some money to make. So, all right. That's pretty much it. We watched a lot of cool stuff. I don't want to go into it just yet because we're going to talk about it, but do we have a nerd breaker?
Yes, I did one, guys.
All right.
Insert nerd breaker here.
I didn't know what to put on the slide because we do our little slideshow to keep on track.
So today's nerd breaker brought to you by me. Austin is going to guess the movie by the cast. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give him one cast member. He can ask for 3 cast members. You can ask for one. I'm going to give you one. And then if you need a second one,
okay,
I'll give you a second one. And then I'll give you a third one. And after the third one, if you don't get it, then he doesn't get a point.
How many guesses do I have?
You have after I give you one, you only have those 2 guesses.
I get 2 guesses per each person?
Yes, basically.
And then, okay. And I can ask for up to 3 cast members?
Up to 3.
That's what you
I'm
said.
going to give you the first cast member.
Yeah.
Right. And so the second one, I'll give you a second cast member. You have to guess the movie.
Okay.
And then by the third one, so technically you have 3 guesses.
Okay. Only 3 guesses?
Only 3.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And these are movies that Austin has watched quite a few times.
At least once in my life?
At least once. Okay. Are you ready for the first cast member?
Sure. How many are you going to do at least like a handful?
I'll do a couple.
Okay.
I'll do a couple. Robert Pattinson.
Twilight.
No. This is going to be so good.
The Batman.
No.
Mickey 17?
Nope. Are you ready for the second cast member?
Well, can I guess infinite amount of times? That's what I'm saying.
I'll give you 4 guesses per actor.
Okay. Okay. Was it Mickey 17?
No.
Okay. I guess Twilight, Batman, Mickey 17, and Tenet.
Yes.
Boo!
Yes, it was Tenet.
I love that movie.
Do you?
Yeah, the movie's awesome. If you guys know what happens in Tenet, please tell me, because I have no idea what's happening in that movie. But
are you ready for your second one?
yes.
Okay, second one is Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis. Oh, who is that? Oh, Juliette Lewis. Juliette Lewis. I don't know. Juliette Lewis. I could I'm getting her confused. I don't know. Silver Linings Playbook.
No.
Venom.
No.
I don't know. We're only going to do 2 guesses per each one right now.
Okay. Sean William Scott.
American Pie?
No.
Walking Tall.
No.
No. Was he in Walking Tall? Or
I don't even know.
Was he in
Walking Tall.
The Rundown? Okay, well, that was 2 guesses.
Okay. Last guess. Vince Vaughn.
Juliette Lewis, Sean William Scott, and Vince Vaughn? Sean William Scott, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn. That's the one that's throwing me. Vince Vaughn was in a movie with Sean William Scott? I can't even think of any Vince Vaughn movies right now.
Wow.
It's not Swingers. It's I don't know. Four Christmases?
No.
I don't know.
Do you give up?
Yeah, I guess.
The movie is Old School.
Sean William Scott's in that movie? Oh, he's the guy with like those
It
tranquilizers.
is Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, Vince
Luke
Vaughn,
Wilson.
Todd Phillips, Alicia Colbert, Ellen Pompey. Is that how you say her last name?
I don't know.
Juliette Lewis, Jeremy Piven, and Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I was in that movie. I've seen that movie like exactly one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay.
All right, that was good. That was a good
Movie number 3. Terry Crews.
White girls.
No. It's white chicks, first of all. It's white chicks.
The Longest Yard.
No. Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
Oh, The Expendables.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Third movie, sorry.
Fourth movie.
Yeah, whichever number.
Or
we're on.
fourth, yeah, because we did Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
did- yeah.
Okay. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Nocturnal Animals.
No.
Kick-Ass.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Michael Shannon.
It's not Nocturnal Animals?
No.
What? They're both in that movie.
It's not
You're
that
telling me they're in
movie.
another movie together?
Yeah, but it's not.
Aaron
that.
Taylor Johnson? Craven.
Yes. No.
Okay, no, I'm not guessing Craven. I'm saying you're
Uh.
thinking of the guy who's playing Craven, right?
Yes.
You're not getting your
No,
things
I
messed up?
have the names right here and the pictures.
Aaron Taylor Johnson and Michael Shannon?
This is great, guys.
That is what? I'm trying to synthesize my thoughts here. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Give me the third cast member.
This game might give it away.
Okay, we'll get maybe be I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll do David Leitchie. Leitch.
David Leitch.
David Leitch.
David Leitch. He's, if it's who I'm thinking of, he's like the choreographer / director for like John Wick. Does he have like? Can you see his face?
Yeah.
Does he have like gray spiky hair?
It's like brown in this
Or
picture.
is he brown? Is he? Okay, I think that's this guy.
Well, I can zoom in on just him.
That guy. He's an actor in it.
I pulled up cast.
He's probably like the director or producer.
Okay, then let me give you another one. I will give you Brian Tyree Henry.
Brian
Tyree.
Tyree Henry.
Yeah.
With Michael Shannon and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Godzilla.
No.
Michael Shannon's not in that movie. Michael Shannon is like the rogue on that one. Michael Shannon. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry. I don't know. Shape of Water?
No.
I don't know.
You give up?
I
You're gonna be
guess.
so mad at yourself.
Okay. Well,
gonna
it's
be-
not. Okay, well, it's not Nocturnal Animals. Am I? Oh, Superman, Man of Steel. No, they're not in that movie. I don't know, man.
Ready?
Sure.
Bullet Train.
Oh my! Wait, Michael. Oh, you're right. He's like
Yeah.
the big bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Bullet Train. Jeez Louise.
And Brian Tyree is like Thomas the Train.
Thomas yeah. He's like you're a Steve or whatever they call him. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
This movie.
Next one.
Next movie. Tom Hardy.
Rock and Rolla.
No.
Bronson.
No.
Okay.
Those are your two guesses.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Watanabe. However you say it.
Watanabe.
Watanabe.
And Tom Hardy. See, you're.
This is so good.
People are in like the same damn movie together. Tom Hardy and Ken Watanabe. What? Oh my gosh, Inception.
Yes. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Boom.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Next movie.
Okay.
Zoe
Deschanel.
Deschanel.
The Happening.
No.
Your Highness.
No.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. And Zoe Deschanel?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bridges?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Crazy Heart.
No.
Zoe Deschanel. I don't know. The Giver?
No.
Okay.
All right. James Woods.
Zoe Deschanel and James Woods and Jeff Bridges? What? Jeff Bridges and James Woods. First of all, James Woods and Jeff Bridges are in a movie together. That's on its own kind of amazing. James Woods, Jeff Bridges, Zoe Deschanel. I don't know. Give me like a fourth person for no points.
A fourth person?
Yeah.
For no points.
Well, I'm not even keeping points. We should have made it some kind of point system, but
John Heder.
John Heder?
Heder. Sorry, I'm terrible at
And James Woods? I think it's John Heder. It's Jeff Bridges, John Heder. Oh, is it Benchwarmers?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
The answer is Surf's Up.
James Woods? Oh yeah, he's like that weird like chipmunk guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be animated. Whatever.
Yeah, there's animated ones on this list too.
Okay.
So.
All
Okay.
right,
This one should be easy.
All right, let's go. Next one.
Elisa Knight. I think that's how you say her first name.
Elisa Knight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who that is.
Sigourney Weaver.
Aliens.
Ben Burt.
You didn't give me a chance to guess. Ben Burt.
Because you already look confused.
Is that the person's name?
Yeah. Now you have them all at once.
Sigourney Weaver, Elisa Knight,
Now you get 4 or 5 combined guesses.
and Ben Burt.
Do you need a clue?
Sigourney
for this one?
Weaver. I don't know. She was a voice in Finding Dory. Is it Finding Dory?
No, but it is animated.
Sigourney Weaver in an animated movie?
She just said she was in Dory.
Yeah, I was like her own voice doing a thing for the, you know what? I have no idea who the other two people are. So, Sigourney Weaver.
What about Jeff Garland?
That should be a giveaway. Jeff Garland. I don't know. Over the Hedge?
No.
Jeff Garland.
You like this movie. From what you've told me, you like this movie.
That does nothing for me.
It should do a lot.
I like this movie. It's animated. Jeff Garland should be a dead giveaway because he has a very distinct voice. I don't know. What year is it from?
I don't have the year on
Oh,
the
okay, never
screenshot.
mind. Whatever. I like it, and it's got Jeff Garland. I don't know, man. I'm not very good at movies, guys. All right, go
Are
ahead.
you ready for the answer?
Sure.
Once again, you will be disappointed in yourself.
Will I?
The movie is Wall-E.
Who the heck is Sigourney Weaver?
She's the computer voice. Ship's captain voice.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whatever. Oh yeah, Jeff Garland's like the captain of the cruise ship or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I do like
It's
that movie.
fine. It's fine. There's a redemption round.
Redemption round?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is guess the line from the movie. There are only 3.
Okay.
So, and if he does not get these, then he will be exiled to the couch of shame.
To the couch. Shame.
Okay. The first one is it is useless to meet revenge with revenge. It will heal nothing.
It's useless to do what with what?
It is useless to meet revenge with revenge. It will heal nothing.
It's useless to meet revenge with revenge. It will heal nothing.
Wow.
Is it like a famous line?
Wow. This is very telling to who my husband really is. So this is news to me, guys.
I'm on the spot, man. My mind's drawn a blank. It's useless to meet revenge with revenge. I don't know. Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Who says it, though?
I don't know. I guess I want to say Gandalf.
Frodo.
At what point?
Look, guys, I pulled this stuff off the line. So now he's going to watch all the movies and try to find this one exact line.
Is it from the extended version? Because we've all seen that. Like,
it just said Frodo, time. Lord of the Rings.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Man.
Are you ready for the second one?
Sure.
I give you a point because you got Lord of the Rings.
Okay, sure.
If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead.
Oh my gosh, I should know this one off the top of my head.
Yeah, you should.
If you focus on what you left behind. Is it animated?
Yes.
Okay.
You like this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
No.
How to Train Your Dragon.
No.
Mulan.
No.
Lion King. No. Bug's Life.
Stop. One more guess.
Say it again.
If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. It's crickets in here.
I don't know.
I feel like I can hear the gears in your head going.
Princess and the Frog.
No.
I don't know.
The movie is Ratatouille.
Who says it?
How do we say his name? Gusta?
Gusto?
Yeah.
Oh. Whatever. I do love that movie. It's like my favorite Pixar movie of all time.
Wow, and he can't remember the lines from it. Last line, which if he does not get, he will have to get all of his crap and move out of this house immediately. The flower that blooms in adversity.
Oh my God, Mulan. Yes, okay, all right. It was said by the Emperor.
Yeah.
And he said, "You don't beat a girl like that, a red dynasty." He puts his little hat on.
Dang, my husband needs to brush up on
movie quote trivia.
Movie quotes.
I guess
your
so.
Casting.
True.
Because we can watch a movie and he's like, "Oh, that's so and so and so and so and so and so."
Yeah, and I can name like 40 movies that person's in, and like.
But then when he
what years the movie came out and things like that.
When he hears the cast, he can't remember what movie it is.
Because now you have to like, I'm thinking of all the movies that person was in and all the movies the other person was in, and the ones that left out is like the ones that they're in together. So yeah, that was very good. That was a very good nerd breaker. Yep. Great job. All right, so begins our journey through 6 movies that we watched between Amazon Prime and in theaters this week and this past weekend before filming this episode. So we are gonna just do, guys. This is gonna be spoilers talk. We're gonna talk about these movies. We're gonna talk about spoilers. So, sorry if you're thinking about watching it. These are gonna be spoiler discussions.
Why are you looking at me?
All right, I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. First on the list, we watched it on, I think it was Amazon Prime. Love Hurts with Hui Kwan, sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, Ariana DeBose, and yeah, it came out in theaters this February.
I think it came out Valentine's Day.
It says February 7th.
Oh, well, it came out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
So I do, as always, for all the movies we're going to be watching and things like that, I do have the Rotten Tomato scores. So the Tomatometer put this one with 159 reviews at 19%. And the audience score with 1,000 plus verified ratings, 61%. So just starting off, how do we feel about those ratings?
I sit with those ratings.
I think it's a little low for the audience. I think it was entertaining. I don't think this movie was like groundbreaking. It was pretty by the numbers, I think, in terms of like a story.
I think I expected more. I think looking at the preview compared to like watching the movie, I think I expected the action. Like, don't get me wrong, there was like some really good fighting scenes in it, but I think like towards the end, when they're like all fighting in the room, the fighting was what I'll say like more realistic, like more like slow paced. You know what I mean?
Sure. Not like this over the top, like where they're in like his kitchen.
Yeah,
that was like pretty over the top.
It was pretty over the top.
Those like the two like bad guys and Marvin, who was the main character. They could just like keep taking hits. Like they just kept taking these really crazy big hits, and I was like, okay, getting shoved into fridges and thrown around shelves and all this stuff. And yeah, I was like, it got to a point where I was like, okay, somebody's gonna get knocked out. People just keep getting back up. It's pretty ridiculous, getting like stabbed and punched and all this stuff. But yeah, I have our little criteria here. We can talk about the acting, the cast, the lead actors, the action, the story, the writing, villains, plot, pacing, soundtrack, things like that. So we can just go right into it. I think he's fine. I don't know if I've seen anything else with him in it. I think he's in Loki season 2. Oh, which we have not watched.
I don't know. I don't feel like the cast had like what I would say like a very on-screen relationship.
Yeah.
It was more so like we're getting paid to act, so we're going to act, which obviously, but I didn't get the feeling of it of like this could be like I guess like true relevant story, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's like this person's placed here and this person's placed here, and what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to fight. Like, and that's like it. Like, that's what I got from it.
Yeah, I agree. It was like, I don't know, it just, the relationships among the people didn't feel like too realistic, I guess. Marshawn Lynch is in this movie. I'll never just not see Marshawn Lynch. I think it's awesome that he's like getting into acting, but it's just like Marshawn Lynch on screen, which is, I think, hilarious. But the action, I think, is like decent. It's like not in anything that's like huge or big. It's like pretty decent fighting. The choreography is pretty good. The acting, I think, is fine. This movie is like, yeah, if you like averaged out like the two scores, that would be like your score. Like the 20%, the 60%, me in the middle at like 40%. That's probably where I would go. I'll probably give this movie like a C, like pretty mid-range. And in my opinion, slightly unmemorable. You know,
I can agree with that. Like even at the point where I think her name is Leo. Is that how you pronounce the actress's name? Lio. Leo Tipton and Mustafa Shakar. Like when they like fall in love, it's like completely random.
Oh yeah. I also did not buy into that relationship. It was like he like quoted or
she was like reading a letter.
Something. It was like a
pocket.
poem or something.
Yeah, and then he like wakes up and he's like, "No one's ever understood me before.
No one's ever understood what that meant," or something. And it's like now we're in love, and at the very end, like Marvin's gonna like take him out or something, and then she's like, "You can't do that to the person that I love because that's him right there." I was like, "Okay,
yeah,
all right."
It was not a. I expected like a different kind of thing from this movie. I definitely thought it was going to be like more. It is action, but I thought it was going to be an action film. This is a love movie. This movie, it's a love movie with action in it.
Yeah. Like the relationship between like Rose and Marvin, I didn't even really buy into.
I didn't buy into that either. It shows like a brief montage of them
of like their past or whatever.
Past, of like being together and all that kind of stuff. It shows them just wrecking houses because like now Marvin is a real estate agent and he's trying to like save his Realtor of the Year award. Yeah.
He's like really obsessed with his award.
A strange film.
Yeah.
Strange film.
So this is definitely like a wait until it's free movie. I would not suggest spending the money that we spent on it watching it on Amazon. But we just wanted to have a bunch of movies to talk about with you guys. So not much to talk about here.
Average.
I'll give it like an average. I'll give it wait until it's free on your streaming.
With villains, or the main villain is like his brother, and they turn him. The Rose like plans this whole thing to basically get this other like mob boss people to come and get him because he's been like extorting money, and and it's basically to clear Rose's name because she's tired of being pretend DEAD, and to clear Marvin's name so he can like go on living his life, doing what he wants to do. And they end up getting cleared and being together and falling in love, and it's strange. The relationship matches. I mean, like, well, people, you can match anyone you want to match with. You know, love happens in all kind of colors, fonts, shapes, whatever. But for this, it just didn't work. There was no real chemistry.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so another movie that we watched that's on Prime was Novacaine. This movie came out on March 14th, and it's already on Prime, which is crazy, which is probably why movies aren't doing so great in theaters, because they're being so quick to be on streaming.
Well, now on Prime, there's literally a thing that says new movies in theaters that you can pay for to watch, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's an awesome idea, because if it's 4 of us going to the movies to see a film, it's like $40 or some change versus like spending $20 to watch it at home.
It's probably closer to like 60 now for 4 of us. Yeah.
But $20 to watch it at home with your family in the comfort of your home is nice.
Yeah.
You might enjoy the film better when it's just you in a room.
True.
Not a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stars Jack Quaid, who's been having a heck of a year because he's in another movie that came out this year called Companion. So good for him. The Rotten Tomato scores for this one was, with 196 reviews, certified fresh at 81%, and the popcorn meter with over 1,000 verified reviews, 85%. So high critic score and high audience score. I think I agree with the reviews on this one.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely entertaining. It was kind of a unique twist on, not really a superhero thing, but just like a guy that
doesn't feel pain,
and he just got caught up in this thing. And my spoiler alert, Ray called out very quickly that like the love interest at the very beginning was already going to be in on like the heist. You know, there's like a heist where these Santa Clauses come rob a bank, and
does that make it a Christmas movie?
Yeah,
it takes place around Christmas.
They say things like Merry Christmas and I need a Christmas miracle and something, and there's people dressed as Santa Claus.
They're like, I gotta go watch A Wonderful Life with the wife and all that kind of stuff. So is this a Christmas movie?
Yeah. So it's pretty entertaining. It's pretty good. He's going after these guys because he thinks like the love interest girl is like in danger. And it's the thing I like about this movie is that it just immediately starts. Like they're at like the bank, and him and the girl meet, and they go get a drink, and they hang out, and then they get intimate, and then the very next day is when like the heist starts, and then it just starts into like the action, and the whole plot starts moving forward very, very fast. So it gets started quick, which I like about it. Yeah.
I think the main thing I like about this movie is that like this is like a regular person.
Yes.
Like, it's a regular person working a 9 to 5, and he's like, I will admit it's a little cheesy because it's like I'm going after this girl that I've hooked up with once, and now I'm like gonna sacrifice my life for her.
Now I'm like, yeah,
like I love her, and so I have to like go and save her type of thing. Which is fine, good for him because he can't feel pain, but it's cool just seeing like a regular person be like, I'm going to go like deal with these bad guys because I can't feel anything. I feel like my favorite part in this movie was when the brother walks in on him in Ben's apartment, and he's like, I'm going to torture you. And he's like cutting off the guy. He's cutting off Ben's, or Novacaine's, what is his real name?
Jack Quaid?
No, like in the movie.
I don't know.
Nathan. He's cutting off Nathan's toes and fingers, and he's like,
he's taking off his fingernails.
He's like, oh, that hurts so bad. That feels so terrible. But it's like he can't feel it, but he's like pretending to draw time.
Yeah, it was a pretty good scene.
So, I thought it was a good movie. Highly entertaining.
Definitely entertaining. Pacing is good. It's like pretty fast paced. It kind of just
once it takes off, it doesn't slow down.
It kind of starts and it kind of just keeps going. I will say this guy takes so many hits and so many like pretty grievous injuries, and he doesn't bleed out.
Is he invincible?
Right? Yeah. He doesn't bleed out. He gets like an arrow in his leg, and he gets like his arm broken, and his bone pops out, and he gets this like thing, like this giant swinging ball in his back, and he gets like stabbed and punched and all this, and he just never loses blood or never gets like a artery hit or something like that. So, you know, he got like an arrow through a leg, and the dude's like moving it around. Like you think that would like mess him up pretty bad.
Yeah.
And he got like woozy a couple times. It took like a couple shots of epinephrine to like boost himself back up with adrenaline, but that was kind of it. I don't know. So cool concept, but I thought slightly unrealistic because he probably would have been like passing out in the first half of this movie.
Loss, yeah.
So, but villain I thought was like okay, pretty forgettable. Just a guy that wants money.
Yeah.
Seems like I felt like the writing was good. I thought the plot was good. It was like just a kind of a classic action movie love interest. But was the love interest strong? I don't know. You're right. It was like pretty quick. He's like, oh, I'm going after her, but I'm gonna risk my own life for this person that I've maybe known for 30 hours.
4 hours. Well, I think they worked at the bank for a while, and he had like a crush on her, but like never played into it. And all of a sudden, one day she's just like, "You want to go have lunch?" And then, as I told Austin, I was like, her coming on to him was like a little too forward. So there had to be something with it. Yeah.
And then like the hostage, she becomes like the hostage.
Yeah, that too.
There should have been some alarm bells going off on with Nathan. So with our friend Novacaine. Yeah, I agree. So, but yeah, this one I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend this one. I don't know if I would recommend it to spend money on Prime, but if you want to, you can. But it's a good watch. It's definitely a good watch. It's definitely like, check it out when it's maybe more affordable for you guys. So, but yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
They're going to say affordable for you guys. You don't know what they can afford.
Well, they can probably afford more than us. The next movie we watched in theaters with our kids, which they really loved. So it's a Minecraft movie starring Jack Black, Jason Momoa, and a couple other people that I do not know the names of. This movie, the tomatometer with 158 reviews was 46%, and the popcorn meter with over 5,000 verified ratings was 87%. So, I'm going to have to side with the critics on this one. I am definitely an avid Minecrafter. I know the game pretty well, but this movie is just another entry in Jack Black's movie career of Jack Black doing Jack Black things.
Yeah. It is 100% Jack Black being Jack Black. He's Steve, obviously, but I don't know anything about Minecraft at all. Couldn't build a wall if I wanted to. I know about like the creepers because like the kids and stuff, but all the other characters don't know anything about them. Was I entertained? For the most part. I feel like with this movie, it's very quick to be like, oh, that was cool. Oh, this is boring. Oh, well, that was cool. This is boring. Type of feeling. Roller coaster emotions. But I don't know. I
definitely got heavy Jumanji vibes from this movie with Jack Black and The Rock. You just substitute The Rock with Jason Momoa. You substitute them getting pulled into like this video game, but they get pulled into like this like alternate world of like the Minecraft world. The cast just gets, all the people in the group just get thrown together. There's like nothing about them. You barely know really much about them. The thing that I didn't like about this movie is that like, is it about Jason Momoa as like the character Garrett, the garbage man guy, like redeeming himself? Is it about like Steve? Is it about like the kid and the sister? Is it about this like other lady who has like the zoo thing? She just gets thrown in there. Like there should be no reason why she's involved. She barely knows these people. She's like, oh well, let's go and get them, or whatever it is. Like they get thrown together, they get mashed together, and now we have to root for them, even though there's like nothing behind them, in my opinion.
I just think it was a movie that they put together, obviously for kids who like Minecraft. The kids, they enjoyed it, so obviously anything that brings them happiness and joy, like I enjoy them watching it, I guess. They did tell us that like in this one particular scene there is like a pig with a crown on, and it is from a former YouTuber who played Minecraft a lot and was really, really good at it. He had like 2-something million followers or subscribers that had passed away from cancer.
I'll put his like name and profile and things like right here, guys.
And so like when the kids told me that, I was like, I'm gonna lose it. I was telling Anna and Scylla today at work, and I almost lost it at work because it is sad, but at the same time, I think it's really special when movies take out the time to pay tribute to actual human beings who are a part of like a world, if that makes sense.
Influence like the Minecraft community.
Yeah. So I thought that was super nice of them to do that.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was really cool. I wouldn't have known until our daughter pointed it out.
Yeah. And so I guess like that, just like that little scene for me, like I was like, okay, I like that. I can get behind it. You know. But everything else was just.
But like, yeah, like I essentially like I know this movie like has like a plot, but I have no idea like what like the plot was. Like he got like trapped in the thing by like the evil like witch pig, and then like the dog had to go like get Dennis had to go like hide the cube or the orb or whatever it is, and then they had to go find it again, and then they got stuck. I honestly have no like I don't know, very mixed bag for me. I cannot recommend this movie in theaters. I can't say go spend money on it in theaters. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
say wait.
Like, I don't know, maybe you have like small kids and they love Minecraft. Maybe you want to go watch it. But I feel like I laughed like 3 times in this movie. Like, I didn't laugh that much. I laughed a couple times. I think I laughed more at Jason Momoa than I did at Jack Black.
And then even like soundtrack wise, because we have it on there on our scale, the soundtrack is just Jack Black singing. There's like no real soundtrack. It's Jack Black singing songs he made up. Probably on the spot. Who knows? Yeah. And Austin loves Jack Black, but I think I am with him. Like, I'm tired of seeing Jack Black be Jack Black. Like, he was Jack Black in that Santa movie, Dear Santa.
Dear Santa.
The last movie I personally seen that where Jack Black was not Jack Black and actually playing someone was The Holiday. And
The Holiday is a good example.
I can't say School of Rock because he's Jack Black being Jack Black.
Because it's like him being a musician, but he like has like a heart to that character.
But
Nacho Libre, he still has like his little musical moment. There's a movie called Bernie that we should watch where he's playing like an actual real life character who like unalived his mom or something like that. Okay. He worked at like the morgue.
Oh, okay.
He was like a mortician or something like that. But that's like him going against like the grain. Even like the Jumanji movie, he's like the girl trapped into Jack Black's body.
Yeah.
Like, that was a decent one.
That was fine. Because he wasn't just walking around making up his own like soundtrack and like singing. And he was actually like a character.
He was like sunk into a character. And, and you more or less believed where he was coming from. That. But like, this Dear Santa movie and Minecraft movie and these things, it's just Jack Black doing Jack Black things. And the other thing I'm going to say is like characters like Jason Momoa, actors and actors like The Rock, when these actors are covered in these tattoos and you don't like cover up their tattoos with makeup, you don't see anyone but the character, but the actor.
But I feel like in this movie with Jason Momoa, I'm so used to seeing him in more serious films.
I agree.
That with this, he was able to kind of like breathe in a sense of a way. Like, he doesn't have to be so serious. He doesn't have to be the bad guy trying to get find the other guy to kill him or do whatever. He was like, I can just be goofy. Like, I can have fun with this.
Yeah, but I still want you to cover up their tattoos.
Maybe he's a garbage man.
Nitpick. Yeah, but he's got like the tribal like arm band, and I'm just like, that's just Jason Momoa. I don't see him as a character. It's just Jack Black. Shave his beard, make him like not as recognizable as the actor, so we can believe that they are a character.
Okay, Jim.
You know?
All right, Jimmy.
And then the other 3 people were completely forgettable. The sibling, the boy and the girl sibling,
First of all, the other lady. The sister looks so young. She looks, I get it, it's supposed to probably take place in like the 80s. I understand that.
Yeah.
But she looks like she is like 17 years old. And she already has a house. And she's got a job. And granted, their mom passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But she looks incredibly young to be raising her brother.
Like a 15-year-old kid or something. Yeah.
She has a job at the potato chip factory.
Yeah. She's doing way better than we are. I'll tell you that.
She is. It's fine.
All right. So, yeah. Can't recommend this movie. I don't know. This movie is pretty much just gonna like, it just relies on like fan service and Easter eggs and just the young Minecraft demographic to be successful, and I don't know how long that's gonna last. You know, apparently its opening box office weekend was like really successful though.
because everyone is excited for it. All the kids are like, Mom, Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know? But it, unfortunately, yeah, it was not what I expected, I will say.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right, moving on.
Oh!
All right, so we had to go watch this one in theaters before it... Well, we saw it in theaters, but apparently it's being pulled from theaters because there's all this hoopla on the internet about Rachel Zegler and just like Disney themselves and things like that. So, the movie is Snow White. We watched Snow White because apparently it's getting pulled from theaters. We saw it before it got pulled, or if it's getting pulled, it was still at a local theater near us. The Tomatometer with 250 reviews was 40%, and the popcorn meter with 2,500 ratings was 72%. So the critic score is way too high, and the audience score is way too high for this movie. I agree. This movie has like barely any redeeming qualities. For a lot of these Disney live action remakes, one of the redeeming qualities is it looks beautiful. I don't even know if I could say that about this movie.
Yeah.
It looks like so cheesy. Like
it was very... The animals are very animated. Granted, it's Disney. Coming from Mufasa into this, animals completely different. Generated completely different. If they would have took some of the characters that they put in Mufasa into this movie, into making the animals look a little bit more realistic, I think would have been better. There were some scenes in there that were really, really pretty. Like at the end when she's laying on the rock, you see, or when is it Prince? What's the prince's name?
He's like not even a prince. He's like a rebel.
Okay. Well, whenever
in this movie,
comes
he's like some
in
rebel
to
who
give
like
her her kiss to wake her up, there's a elk or there's a deer that's standing in the back by the tree, and it's really pretty. You see the horns, and I thought that visually was really nice. But as far as like the animals, I couldn't get past them. I know, with like the dwarves.
The dwarves and like the animals have like these really overly animated stylized eyes, and it's like maybe they took the feedback from the characters in like Lion King and Mufasa not being animated looking enough, so they overdid it in this one. Or maybe it's because it's like the Snow White thing and the animals are like really a big part of the Snow White story.
Like adorable and like cute and stuff.
Right. And I don't know, like this movie, it had some decent music. Rachel Zegler is a great singer, but it was completely like undone by Gal Gadot's like expressionless delivery, and she was like not a great villain.
If I hear her song Fairest of Them All one more time, I'm gonna punch a goat.
Yeah,
she sang it was not a good song 3 times in this movie.
Did she?
3 times. 3 times.
Was there like the main one, then like 2 like reprisals or whatever they call it?
Yeah, she sang it once and then she sang it again, and she sang it at the end when she was like making the potion and stuff. It's like, first of all, I don't think she was evil enough. Yeah. I don't. Second of all, the nails she had on look like when you were younger. Tell me if you did this. You're younger and you put like the paper on your nails. Well, you didn't do this, but you put the paper on your nails, like the cones, and you walk around the house like, I got my nails, and I used to do that all the time.
Oh, sure.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
The nails are terrible. A lot of people hated Snow White's outfit. They said it was way too costumey, which I can 100% agree. There was one point she came in with a dress, and Austin was like, where'd she get this dress from?
Yeah. Yeah, and like...
But she had the dress, but she was going to go pick apples with the guard, and maybe she
with
put
the
on
huntsman?
maybe she put on a nice dress to go pick apples.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we watched the original as well, to just kind of do our like side-by-side comparison, and I know people are going to, you can't compare it, but it's like, you got to pick a lane, Disney. It's like you're going to do a shot-for-shot remake, or you're going to do something completely different, and then, like, in my opinion, don't call it that thing, Don't
call it a remake,
Yeah, don't call it Snow White. Make something different. Give yourself a princess and do whatever, but, but, yeah. So, the thing that was really weird about this movie is that they did the CGI dwarves, but then, like, one of the characters in, like, the rebel camp was himself a person with dwarfism. So you're not opposed to putting those people in the movie, but you didn't want to do that for like the actual dwarf characters. So that in my opinion, was really weird.
I think that if they would have went that route, though, like thinking about it visually in my head, putting how dumb would that have looked though as well? Like you have someone who has dwarfism, and then and you never know, they might be like, this is an insult to them to dress them up in these ridiculous costumes, to give them oversized ears and give them oversized noses.
Sure.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people like go and they try out for these movies and stuff, and obviously you know what that entails, but they also might have felt like, are we going to get backlash from doing that when we can just make the dwarves ourselves? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. It's like you're gonna get backlash no matter what for this. So
first of all, I'm pissed because Grumpy was not grumpy enough, for one. For two, his voice was super nasally. Didn't like that at all. It just, and he's like my favorite dwarf. I love Grumpy.
Yeah.
Dopey, I thought Dopey was cute. And they make Dopey talk at the end, which was...
Yeah, I was going to go on a rant about like the things that they changed that I just hated.
Rant, go.
You gave
rant on.
Dopey... like whistled and everyone's like, oh, Dopey, and then you gave him hair. Big part of his thing was he was a bald little guy. He spoke. She gets to the cabin in the woods and then she falls asleep, and then the dwarves come back and then she's singing Whistle While You Work with the Dwarves, which never happened because the dwarves came back and then they were really upset that everything got cleaned, which was like a big part of like the dwarves character. And then Doc introduces everybody by alphabetical order, which is also like a really random change because Snow White discovering who they were by the names on their beds was also really super important. The evil queen drinking the potion I thought was a permanent change in the original, but I don't know if that is or not because she got dispatched so very quickly, and then she gets like pulled into the mirror, which I thought was actually kind of cool. But I thought that part was cool. I thought she was gonna get pulled into the mirror and then become the person in the mirror. Yeah, I thought so
like
too.
A curse.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been sick.
Yeah, but I don't need like this like 10-minute intro backstory for Snow White. I don't need to know that the mom passed away. I don't need to know that like the father, the king thing. All I need to know is that like she's the evil stepmom, and then here we are, and the huntsman, and like, oh, instead of putting like the pig's heart in the little box, they put an apple. I don't know. This movie is ridiculous, man. I cannot justify this movie going to see it in theaters at all. I don't even know if I would say wait for it on Disney Plus.
There was also one part in this movie that I don't know if anyone noticed, or if it was just me. So in the forest, when they're all fighting, and Snow White is about to get shot with the arrow, a guy comes out, and maybe you've seen the guy. A guy comes out with a really long beard and brown clothes on, like as if he's been in hiding, and pushes the guard. There's like a guy who jumps like from behind a wall. And I was like, oh my God, that must be Snow White's dad.
Oh.
But they never said who this character is.
Oh, pushes him like in the crossbow, like fire, like misfires or whatever.
I think so. And
like
then the guy jumps in front of the arrow or whatever. But there's a guy who comes from behind the wall who looks like he's been hiding. And I was like, that's going to be her dad. And that is never explained on who this guy is.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, okay. And then Snow White takes over the kingdom so easily.
Yeah.
From the evil witch who knows like witchcraft, or evil queen, sorry, who knows witchcraft.
Yeah. She's like actually like an actual like witch, and she like can do magic and things like that. And Snow White's been like in hiding, but nobody thinks that like the fairest of them all, little servant girl, is the princess. I don't know. This movie's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
She cut her hair when she was like 12. Did her hair never grow? Or did she just make her keep cutting it every year?
Oh, so they didn't know, like, because that was like her going into hiding or whatever? Cutting the hair?
Just didn't want her to be like, I guess, like the fairest, like pretty. Like that was like back then, women were really based upon like their hair. Like the better hair you had, the more beautiful you were.
Okay.
So like cutting her hair was like, oh, now you have short hair, you're like a boy. You can't be beautiful, you know?
Okay.
So, but it's like, did her hair never grow? Because you cut it when she was like 12.
Or did you keep cutting it every
year? Every 2 months. I don't know. So I was really excited for it, and then I watched it, and I was like, I feel like this is a really big waste of my time, sadly.
Yes, absolutely.
I told Austin, I was like, no, I was like, watch the movie's gonna be so good. I just think like you're deciding what everyone's saying. It was in fact not good.
Yeah.
It was not good. There was not one song.
I don't even remember any of the songs. Like the rebel camp, he was like, "Oh, we're loyal to the king." Like he sings a song, don't remember it. I don't know. The Evil Queen song was like too like uppity and like bouncy and like I don't know. This movie's ridiculous. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Only song is "Whistle While You Work."
Yeah, that's like it.
But even that's wrong though, because the dwarves are singing that in the mines.
No, they're singing "Hi Ho."
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, wrong song. Did they even sing that movie in this? They did.
Yeah, they sang.
They did. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Sorry. Don't come for me.
Another movie that we watched on Prime, Amazon Prime, directed by Bong Joon-ho, who directed that movie Parasite, starring Robert Pattinson, Mickey 17. The Tomatometer scores with 318 reviews was 77% certified fresh, and the popcorn meter was 73%. So decent ratings. How do we feel about those?
I have mixed emotions.
I think I can agree with the ratings
about this movie.
But after watching the trailers, I was like very in the dark. I had no idea what this movie was going to be about.
Yeah.
And then the direction that it took, like by the end. So we are going to spoil this movie, guys. But at the end, I was like, that's where this movie's going?
Dude, the fact that Mark Ruffalo.
With his like with those teeth,
he has like veneers on, and he has like squinty eyes, and he's like talking like
he's
this,
like this
the whole time.
He's like the stereotypical archetype of like these like politicians. He literally was doing like at some of it he sounded like
DJ,
our beloved president, Mr. DJ,
Mr. DJT.
Donald J. Trump, man. He did like the cadence. He's a few moments he really sounded like him.
I thought Robert Pattinson in this movie was great. I think it's different from basically almost anything that I've seen him in. The fact that he can adapt to a character, I think is awesome.
He's definitely a character actor. He's definitely going to be like one of the next like great actors if he's not already one of the greatest actors.
Good. Like in this movie, he was good. He played like this shy, kind of like timid kind of guy, you know. And then I think what's just cool is, so there's Mickey 17, and then they think Mickey 17 is dead, but Mickey 17 is not dead, so he gets reprinted, and now there's a Mickey 18, and they meet, and it kind of shows like right side, left side brain type of thing, you know. It shows like your
devil and angel on your shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, like the good and the evil from one person.
Well, not really. It's cool. If anything, it's just more kind of like introvert extrovert type thing. It's not really good and evil. There's just like
it was definitely good and evil.
You think so? Well,
he tried to kill him.
Well,
he literally tried to kill himself and throw him into the fire lava pit.
That's true. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Then he stole the girl's gun and tried to go off the what's his name?
Mark Ruffalo?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was doing drugs.
True. Yeah, they were doing some good stuff. Invincible is in this movie. Steven Yeun, he's in this movie. Yeah, so I had no idea. I thought there was going to be like 40 Mickeys.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer. I forgot what movie we were watching, but we saw the trailer in theaters a while ago, and I thought there was going to be like 40 Mickey clones. Yeah, but there's only 2.
I thought it was good. And then there's like these aliens, and they remind me of roly-poly-olies, potato bugs, because they roll up and then they were rolling around the field, which is cool. This movie is not, if you see the trailer, it's not what you expect it to be.
The trailers do well to not like give too many things away. Yeah, it definitely, I had no idea what like, if they were going to go like colonize a planet and like do this, and like Mickey 17 signed up for this expendable program where they kept like cloning him so he could go into the environments to see if it's like deadly or not, and he would like die of these viruses and die of severe cold and radiation poisoning out in space and things like that, and they get reprinted, but he maintains his memories and stuff like that. So a cool take on like a cloning, like futuristic sci-fi type of story. Definitely didn't know what to expect by the end. But I thought it was good. I thought that like Mickey 18 had like a cool arc. Started off like, oh man, don't like this guy, and then he kind of comes full circle, and yeah, so.
And like the whole thing about them being on this planet is that you like he was saying, like, you think they're on this planet to like colonize this planet. They're staying on this planet because Mark Ruffalo's wife, who is played by, what's her name?
Toni Collette.
She wants the tails from these animals in order to make this sauce that she's tasted and concocted herself. So she's trying to get. That
was the entire reason for them going.
The entire reason, I think they were already there.
They were already doing it.
But they captured one of the aliens, and she cut the tail off, and then she blends it up and she tasted it, and now she wants to wipe out all of them and take all of the animals' tails to make sauce so she can sell it.
Yes.
It's very like strange, but like also I don't want to say too realistic, but like think about the place that we are right now in the world. You never know.
Well, I mean, I guess it would be like people cutting fins off sharks to make shark fin soup. You know, like it's kind of that kind of same idea, going to a different environment and then just kind of taking the resources you want. And
I think the fact that we're in 2025 and there's already been talk of like cloning, and there's like people who are building cloning machines, and like
the advancement of
you can clone your dog now, you can clone your cat. Like, yeah, all you need is like a follicle of hair from them, or like I think like a tooth that has any of like their DNA in it, and you can clone your animal.
Really?
Which is crazy. So definitely scary, but also super realistic.
Yeah. So
they're also I think I don't know if they are now, but I know they were trying to go to other planets to see where life could sustain as well.
Okay.
So crazy concept of a movie.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It is like 2 hours long though.
It's like 2 hours long. It is long. It definitely feels. It's not that it's like a slow burn or too slow pace, but it's just a long movie. There's a lot that goes on. It probably could have been like 15 minutes shorter and still been fine. I thought Robert Pattinson definitely carried the movie. He was probably the best part about the movie. Yeah. He's in the movie twice. Hopefully he's the best part of the movie.
Even his interactions that he's having with himself, knowing that there's actually like no one there. He's like just talking to like.
He's probably talking to like somebody else, so you have a point of focus. But yeah,
sorry.
No, it was definitely really, really good. So I would definitely recommend this one. I would probably recommend this one paying for it. If you really want to go watch it, I would probably recommend buying this one, guys. So yeah, definitely a great film. I definitely agree with the critics and the scores on this one. Yeah, anything else last minute?
No, I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the final movie that we watched this movie in theaters on opening weekend. We've seen a couple trailers for it. It is The Amateur, starring Rami Malek. Rami Malek, I think is his name, right? Yeah, Rami Malek, Lawrence Fishburne. That's kind of the only people that I know in the movie. John Bernthal is in this movie. He's got a couple scenes. Definitely a spy, espionage, CIA thriller. The tomatometer with 129 reviews is 60%, and the popcorn meter with over 1,000 verified ratings is 88%. So pretty high scores on this one too. How do you feel about those scores?
I didn't like this movie.
No?
I didn't like this movie.
It was kind of slow.
This movie was really slow. Like, you watch the previews and you think like it's gonna like kick off almost immediately. It takes maybe about...
It takes like 30 minutes or 40
minutes into this movie.
For him to actually kind of start on his journey of taking these guys out. Yeah. That is true. That part is true.
For me, it was a very slow burn.
It has to build up like his character and like the CIA aspect of it.
But I feel like his character didn't change that much.
Yeah, he's kind of one note all the way through.
He was who he was in the beginning. I'll say at the very end, like you finally see him smiling and stuff, which is cool. But I didn't like it. I'm sorry. It wasn't for me. It's a guy who has never done anything bad in his life, who is just really good at building gadgets, kind of like Tony Stark. He's like a programmer guy. He like creates like
algorithms and encryptions and technology and stuff for the CIA, and he's kind of like an analyst. He like reviews. It looks like he's really good at like pinpointing data, and he's very observational and things like that. So definitely a cool character to like have in this, but I don't think I'll ever understand why the trailers was my wife got unalived, and then I thought because it happened so quick in the beginning that she was going to come back.
Yeah.
Or like she was the one behind all the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then it didn't, and I was like, okay, then why do that in the trailer? If that's like your whole thing for this movie, why put it in the trailer? You would put it in the trailer if there was gonna be a bait and switch. Otherwise, just be like, instead of like, because sometimes they film scenes with like the trailer in mind. So instead of saying, like, I'm gonna take out the guys who killed my wife, just be like, I'm gonna take those guys out. And have that be like in the trailer, you know? And then just have it be like this guy who's got some kind of chip on his shoulder who's going into the field to take some guys out. And then in the movie, you go with the whole thing with the wife, Because you already know she's going to die. So there's no point in even like caring about that relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like this movie I expected more from this movie. Like I expected to see this fool in his room, goggles on, building stuff, map on the wall, like classic like amateur guy, literally about to just go and like shit up, pardon my language. And I never got that. I never got like the Liam Neeson feel of a movie. Like you took my daughter, I'm going to find you, like type of thing. Like I never got it. And maybe that's what they were going for with this. It's just like again, normal guy just living life.
A guy with a certain set of skills, yeah.
But it's like I think the coolest part was for me was when he was changing the people's faces walking through different cities, and he was putting his face on these people for the CIA to think that
he's in all these places.
At the same time, but they never know exactly where he was at. Like that was cool.
That was like the last 25 minutes of the movie too.
Yeah,
it's like the last like 30 minutes.
And then the guy in the pool, he's like, you know who did it. Tell me who did it. Okay, you're not going to tell me who did it. I'm going to just make this pool crack. And I don't get any answers.
Yeah, he got some answers from him.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I thought he did. I thought he got like some kind of name or something from him.
He said, you have the wrong guy.
He didn't get a name from him?
No.
Oh.
He was like something, you remember this person, like he said his wife's name, and he was like, there was an attack on da-da-da-da. And then he was like, no, you have the wrong guy. And then he told him there's pressure sensorized things in the pool.
It's decompressing the space between the glass.
And then he said, you have the wrong guy, and then started swimming away. And then he pressed the button. Yeah. And like that was kind of like it.
He started swimming toward the opposite end of the pool, which is like the entire length of the pool, instead of just swimming toward Rami Malek, because he probably could have taken him out in a fist fight because he's a scrawny dude. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the opposite end. I don't know. That part was super ridiculous. The end was super anticlimactic, where he's like on the boat with like the big time Russian guys, and then
and he called it go ahead.
No, go ahead. You do it.
Well, I'm saying like he stalled time till they were in Finnish waters. Yeah,
Finland waters.
I was falling asleep.
Were you?
I was tired. We watched a lot of movies.
We watched a lot of movies this weekend, man. We definitely got like movie fatigue. Never got to think about all of them. We took some notes and things like that. So The Amateur, I can't recommend it in theaters. I do love Lawrence Fishburne. John Bernthal's barely in it. This movie is like not an action movie. It's like a spy thriller drama with like a little bit of action. Not very much action, and I don't even know how entertaining those scenes were. You know, I think people ranked it highly because it was like,
something different.
It got back into kind of like the spy, James Bond, thriller, CIA espionage like genre, which I think is a cool genre, and people may like with all of these other types of movies, it was kind of a fresh movie to watch in like the very heavy superhero and remake scene. It was a new movie, a new story, not something that's like a remake or a sequel or something like that, or a superhero thing. So maybe just that alone was enough for people to be like, oh, okay, this is like new and different. So, but for me, didn't sell. I could buy Rami Malek as like the little dweeb guy, like the little pencil pusher glasses guy, but not as like this hardened killer of of people, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't my favorite.
Would you recommend it in theaters?
No.
No.
I would say wait till it comes out.
Yeah. So we would definitely wanted to, you know, be current and have a bunch of movies to talk about, which we do, and it was fun, and it was a cool, like, little experiment. We'll definitely keep watching brand new movies as they come out as much as we can, but can't recommend this one in theaters. I would say wait for it on streaming. But yeah, so yeah, it was like all right. I thought it was like average. I'll probably give it like a C.
Yeah, I agree with that rating.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, not too much to talk about. Like, lead actor, fine. Villain, don't even really know who the villain is, because it's like the CIA and the CIA going against each other. They're doing secret stuff, and people are going off the books and like under the radar and things. So like that part was like decent, I guess. But story, regular. Plot, regular. Pacing, slow. Writing, fine.
Yeah.
It's like not too much to talk about on this one. You know, I was expecting more. Honestly, I was expecting more.
I was expecting more too.
Out of this one.
A little bummed about it, but
yeah,
it's all right.
But all right, guys. So that's like 6 awesome movies that we spent a bunch of money on for this episode. So let us know what movies we should spend money on next for the next episodes. That would be super, very, very cool of you guys. And to finish things off, we can ask a question of the day.
The question of the day is that we want you guys to pick our question for the next episode.
Okay.
You don't have to. You have a question?
I was going to say, of all of the movies that we watched for this episode, Minecraft, Novacaine, Mickey 17, Snow White, The Amateur, and
Love Hurts.
What movie universe would you live in? Would you live in the Novacaine world? Would you live in the Minecraft world? Would you live in the Snow White world? What world would you live in? I'll probably live in the Novacaine world because it's like the regular world.
I mean, yeah.
You know, it's
I
like
live in Snow White world.
The Snow White world. It's probably a sick world.
Yeah, they don't seem like they have too many worries. So
yeah. Do you have any final thoughts about any of these movies? I feel like we got most of it out on the table.
I don't think I do. I think that for across the board on all these movies, there was no real main soundtrack that really intrigued me. Definitely am not going to listen to this Snow White soundtrack. I'm sorry. It was not the best out of what Disney has given us in the past, I will say. Very kind of disappointed with the movies that have been coming out.
Yeah, we watched 6 movies, like 6 movies from this year within the last couple months.
Yeah.
And pretty disappointing. The only one that's like worth talking about or worth seeing or worth paying money on was Mickey 17.
And Novacaine. Novacaine's pretty
Novacaine.
good.
I would say Novacaine as well. Yeah.
But I know I know there's like a horror movie. There's woman in the black dress or something like that.
Woman in the front of the yard.
Yeah.
The woman in the yard.
Yeah. That movie. So there are still movies that are always continually coming out. I just hope that they are worth the time.
The time and the money it takes to go see them.
Put in, because I could have done without watching some of these films, and I don't want to feel like that, you know?
Yeah. But
very disappointing.
That's the sacrifice we take for 8 of you guys out there in the YouTube sphere. So go ahead, hit like, hit share, hit follow, leave a comment.
Let us know what we should deep dive into next, because we always have a hard time trying to figure out what do we want to film next week. We've done horror, we've done sci-fi, we have not done rom-coms, we have not done westerns, we have not we have not done musicals. So please feel free to let us know what genre of movies we should film next, and within that genre, what is your favorite movie? And we'll watch it and talk about it, and hopefully we won't disappoint.
That's a good point. Yeah, a lot of our videos, we have like ranking videos. We did like all the Chucky movies, all the Freddy Krueger movies, all the Alien movies. We watched a bunch of zombie movies, a bunch of vampire movies. Yeah, what kind of other genre or grouping of movies? That was a really awesome question. Should we watch next? So let us know. As always, my name is Austin. This is my beautiful, amazing, perfect, and just incredibly optimistic wife, Ray. We are your friendly neighborhood movie review watch couple here at the Nerd Lounge 2.0. As always, Thank you for nerding out with us, and stay nerdy.
Tacos!